If you do not do this one thing, you will not be eligible for the FAFSA this year. Everyone knows that there were so many changes to the FAFSA this year, but if you do not do this one thing, no financial aid will be given to you. In previous years, students were able to just pull their tax information and their parents' tax information, manually enter it into the FAFSA, but this is no longer the case. The reason all parents need an FSA ID is because they need to consent for their data to be pulled from the IRS so that the FAFSA can see their information. So if your parent does not consent, unfortunately, you will not be eligible for federal financial aid. While this does make the process more simpler so that you don't have to manually enter a bunch of numbers like before, this is super important because if your parents don't consent and do that one simple thing, you will not be eligible to get any money from any schools. Some other things you have to report on the FAFSA is the number of children in college that your family has, although this number is not going to be factored into how much financial aid you get. You also have to report your parents' marital status as well as a change in the number of members in your family, and you also have to report the amount of checkings and savings your parents has on hand in the FAFSA form. I know that this is a lot of information, so if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below.
Yeah, so this is really important. This year, the FAFSA and the IRS have been connected, so your parent does need to consent to have their tax information sent directly to the FAFSA, the Federal Student Aid Office, in order to process your financial aid offers for college. And so if your parent does not do that, you won't be eligible for federal financial aid. However, there are plenty of other financial aid options out there that even if your parent does not consent, you can still be eligible for, such as state-based financial aid, grants, scholarships, private loans, etc. However, it is really important to still apply through the FAFSA because there are lots of federal loans and grants that you could be eligible for. So make sure that you work with your parent to get the authorization for the IRS to pull their financial information so that you are eligible.